Hello everyone, it's Stephanie from Behind the Designs, and today I'm going to be setting up refreshing my mini Discbound planner, and I have all this fun stuff to include in it, and we're just going to dive right in. So here's what I did. As you know, if you are refreshing something like I have, a chunky mini, not multiple times, maybe multiple times, that's up to you. But if you're doing it at least monthly, I do tend to take out the inserts prior to starting the video now, just to kind of save a little bit of time. So I have all my March goodies from Jane's Agenda over here and here. I've got some washi. I don't know if I'll use any of this. I'm still debating. I do have, though, I have to say, I do have a brand new way sort of in which I'm going to be using my mini. So I'm just going to deviate a little bit from my normal and just see how it goes. So you also want to stay tuned if you love a classic disc-bound planner, specifically a classic happy planner. You definitely want to stay tuned. This week I am also doing kind of a refresh of my classic, or a classic I should say, of happy planners, and I kind of have like a little hint of it over here in the corner. So just to give you a little teaser as to what I'm going to be doing, so stay tuned for that. And again, just subscribe and hit your bell icon and you'll be all set to go. You'll know when I post it. All right, let's dive in. So let me show you. And again, I've already taken the guts out, but this was my February setup. I did put some cards over here already because I needed to take out my inserts. As you know, this was pretty chunky. It was probably up to here. And it is the day I'm going to say goodbye to this. I really did love this setup. These discs with this cover and this whole vibe, it was just so fun to open it every day and work in it. So, but we're going to change it out. And so we're going to say goodbye to this. I will take all the rest of this out at a later time, but pretty much what's left in here is my dashboards and my page finder. I had my marker, our fun little craft that we did. So I'm going to set this aside, and I am going to go through this, and then we're going to kind of put it together, and then we'll maybe chat a few other things. So let's go ahead and put this here. I'm going to tuck this up here. Oh, well, no, maybe I'll put it over here. Just because there's room there, maybe not there. Okay, here we go. So we have, and I'm going to set these this way because they all tend to roll off on me. Or I should say roll away. So I do have the inserts. There is the debrief worksheet. I don't know if I'm going to include that at this time, hence why I left it in the wrapping. But I do like the 12 weeks reset. I still have my January declutter checklist, which I need to print and get in my mini. And then we have, of course, our dashboards. We have the vinyl, or not vinyl, but the vellum. If I can separate it, there we go. And we have the plastic dashboard, page finder, and then the cover. So I'm going to put these over here. And then I have all these things. So let's get the plastic off all of this. As you know, I've mentioned there is a plastic coating. So, or it's like a plastic wrap almost. Think of saran wrap for your planner. That's kind of what it's like. So it is on the back side. And I may have mentioned this before, but if you have this and you're having a problem grabbing it, just grab a piece of tape. Make sure you're on the plastic side. Tack it down and it easily grabs it up. So if you're struggling to grab that pesky little tape, like that right there, just grab a piece of saran wrap. And I'm just checking to make sure there's no more. Okay. So let me use this for these other ones because I'm telling you, it makes it super easy. So you just tack it on and it grabs it right up. Look at that. Easy peasy. And I am loving the gold that is in this kit. I love gold. It's so pretty. Look at that. I mean, could it get any easier, right? Here we go, last one. Okay. So I am just going to ball these up and set them aside. All right, so with the March kit, the front and back are the same. So, it doesn't matter which you use. So I am going to pop these onto my mini, which I have off to the side. As you know, if you have watched my videos, I did talk about switching out to the gold discs because March, right? It's all about gold and, St. Patrick's Day, green gold. I just love it. I'm a green fan. Some people like it, some people don't. But I'm excited for this one. Okay, so let's get this cover on because then I have to decide what am I going to do for my layering. So here's one thing I've learned is that when you're like doing this change out, I've already put the cover or the inserts on here, so I can't rock so I'm just hoping I do not break it. They rock, but not as easily as if I had left it, the inserts off and then put the cover on. Yeah, see? And these are very durable plastics, so just go slow. There's no rush. It's better to get it right and not, break your cover. You can see I'm struggling a bit because now that the cover's on, it is really a lot more difficult. Here, let me get this one on. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just stepped off to get that on there. So by having put all of my inserts onto the discs, it doesn't allow as much freedom to move around. So that was a bit stressful because that third one here, or third from the bottom, really was challenging me. So I'm glad I got it on and nothing broke. So let's go to the back. I need to get the back side on. And then we're going to do a little bit of this stuff. I'm going to talk about what I'm changing for March with my mini. I'm just feeling, I've mentioned it before. Oh gosh, here we go. That I am doing kind of a planner shakeup. It is Fresh Start March, and it's the perfect time to do something like this. All right, so here we go. Whew, I feel better now. They're on. Nothing broke. Thank gosh. I was really nervous there for a minute. So this is the month, a perfect month to do this change up. All right, so here's my page finder. We're going to put together one of my pages as well. I think I'm looking at the March month is what we'll do. All right, so we have that. Okay, that's the same. Okay, these are the two that they are a front and back thing. So which one do I want to do? Here's the thing. I was thinking of doing the quote here as well. So let's see. What does this look like? How about this? I'm going to try and get it so that it's not in the glare. Because it is a shiny cover. Or reflective, I should say, not shiny. So, do I want that? Or do I want something like this? I love this alcohol ink pattern. Whoops. But I don't know that I like it over this dashboard. Now, I know I said this in the last video, or the video where I unboxed this, where I wasn't a big fan of the two different patterns, but I really love this, all green look. So let me see. I didn't really try this without it. Let's see. I mean, this is nice and green. It's a toss-up which one I want to do. I do want to use, I think, this one in the beginning, because then this one could go on the end. Let's see. The other one I was liking was this one, which is, you know, just a nice meandering path. Where's the vellum? So this was the part where I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't like it as much because this picture is very faint. And okay, so we have that. Let's take these out one by one. So we're going to put this in there. So I have this one. See how difficult this is? It's not, you know, an end all, but I do have a thing about my planner, as I'm sure we all do. So there's that. And there's this. It's a toss-up. I mean, I love all three of these. I guess the good news is I can always change them up wherever I want. So, yeah. Because there's I think I'm going to go with the floral for now. That could very well change down the road, but I think that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to go with it, and, well, if I decide to change it, I can easily just pop it in and out. So here is my March. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do the vellum, I don't think. Let's see what that looked like again. I like it, but I mean, I really want to see that green. Okay, so let's get the back side in since I have both now. All right, so we'll get this one in here. Okay, so now my planner is front and it matches back. Okay, so we have what now? We've got two colored ones, a clear one, and then my quote, my page marker. Let's go ahead and throw that into March, which I also did in my March. Let me see if I can pick these up. So for January, I did the same thing. So let me show you my calendar. So for January, I traced out a snowflake. And then for February, I did a heart. And then for March, I did a shamrock. So on and so forth. I'll probably do that theme throughout. But for now, for March, I don't have anything in there yet, but March 3rd. Let's put this here. All right. And now I have to decide where I'm going to put these. I feel like this dashboard lends well to this. Is there any cover to this? Let's see. Reset. Okay, there isn't. But what if I put this one, where is, so goals, reference, future. I think I'm going to put it under reference, but I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to add a dashboard in, because, you know, I need another dashboard. I'm going to pop these into here under reference, which is kind of what a reference is for. A section, I mean, in your planner. So that is cute. What if I did this? I mean, you don't see it too much. Let me see, because I only have two dashboards. I like the idea of this dashboard. I didn't even think to play around with this one. It's kind of nice, that yellow popping out from behind it. What's this one look like? No, I really like to see that path. So let's put this back here. Here I thought I had everything all figured out. The only problem is I don't really see this very much. Okay, so let's leave it the way it is. I'm going to leave that under reference. I've got 2 in a vellum, so let's see here. I have, let's see, future, goals, reference, and then let me put one here. This one doesn't have anything behind it. I'm not sure why. So let's go ahead and put this one under here. I really do like this meandering pathway. All right, so I am then going to put, no, because I kind of want that open. I do like the calendar being open. And as a sidebar, I did just place an order for some dashboards, and I have a fun one for this section coming, so I can't wait till that gets here. Let's see, we have meetings, projects, which I have a thing for already, and notes. Let's put it under notes. If it turns for me. Okay, so let's put this one here, which would then be this. That's cute. All right, and then I have my quote, and then we're going to kind of chit chat about some of the things I'm doing for the March planner. I have my quote. Where do I want to put that? I think I still have some old papers in here because this is not turning very well. Oh, maybe it's this new dashboard. It's kind of got to work its way through. All right, come on. Here we go. Okay, I have my quote. These all have, let me think. They all have a, I'm going to put it here. I mean, it's not normal to have, not any paper behind it, but yet all of mine already have something. I didn't pre-think this out. I want you to see how, the process just happens on my end. And there's that being organized. Let's see. You know what? Oh, but it does have this, and I think it would cloud it up. I actually don't mind it. Okay, I'm going to put it there. All right. Oh my gosh, this is full. So I think what I want to do is put this in front of this. I actually don't mind that. I don't know why. I mean, it looks cluttered, but I don't mind it. Okay, and as I said, I don't think I'm going to put the debrief worksheet in here. I didn't have an immediate plan for it, so I'm just going to not put it in just yet. All right, so now let's talk about this planner. So normally, I will always put this in a cover. I do like the wraparound covers, but for the month of March, I'm not going to do that. I am doing something different where I want it just like this. I want to see the kit that I purchased. I want to see it, March is, spring's coming, and we have all the trees, hopefully starting to bloom. And it's a whole vibe to have this. So I am not going to change anything. I'm not going to put it into a cover. If I need to take it out of the house, I will absolutely put it in a cover. What cover would I put it in? I would say I'm either going to choose between shell or the nori green. Absolutely, those are the 2 colors that pop to mind when I think about this whole look. So this is going to be my planner for the month of March in all its bare goodness. So one thing I want to do is I want to take one of these little paper clips that we got, and I am going to change out this pink, which was in my February, to a gold. If I can get it on, where's the beginning? Here it is. All right. And it's just a cute little diamond, go around the diamond shape. Okay. And I'm going to stick it to this right here. Okay, perfect. All right, so I've got that in there. Now I have some of these page flags. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. I'm going to try and get through these decorations quick enough so that I can do what I wanted to do with my month. Okay. So let me just take a few of these. These might just become like a section marker or a few. I don't want to cover too much of that up, so I'm going to put it a little further up here. And so it just might be someplace where I mark something, you know, just as a tab. They are great for you. These little flags are great for the tabs. I don't think I'm going to use this other one because I'm not using a wrap cover, so I'm just going to put that in my little Jane's Agenda paperclip section or tray. All right, so I have these cards, and look how gorgeous these are. I love the cards. And again, without having a cover, I do need to find places for these things. So what I want to do, and it doesn't bother me that these don't match that. I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to put this here. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this gold. Let's go with the gold. Kind of give it a little bit something. All right, so let's just take a small piece. Is it straight? Looks it. And this tape, it's just washi tape, so it should not damage anything. Let's see, I see opportunities. So let's go. Actually, I kind of like this card here. And I do happen to have the gold teardrop paperclip. I love these paperclips. Okay. And then I've got one more. Let's see. I've got agenda. I know it doesn't match, but I wonder. No, that would be too big. What if I just did this? Just for this month. I like that. Let's again use the gold. Again, it shouldn't ruin it. All right, I think I'm straight. Well, put it this way, I'm hoping it won't ruin anything because that would make me sad. All right, and then I've got one more card. So let's see. I think once I get that other shipment with the dashboards, I will have an opportunity to put that down. But for now, what did I put on notes? I actually doubled up on notes, right? Yes. I actually want to go back here. Yeah, there is now. I need to work this through. It is not as easily closing anymore. And I think it's this dashboard. So this new, where is it? Here it is. Right here. I think I'm going to trim the edge off a little bit because it is kind of sticking on these discs. See, it's not moving fluidly. So I'll trim that up off camera. All right, I'm going to come all the way back here. And I am liking maybe this card somewhere here. I like it here, but then it changes this. What if I take that out? let's put this one here. And then I will see what I want to do with this vellum. It's a little harder when you don't have the cover to put it into. Because, you know, that was so easy. Ow. That wasn't, that was painful. So let's see, am I straight? Let's move it down a bit. Let's do this and this. Okay, then what I can do is maybe put this let me just put it in between here so I don't lose it. Okay, not using this. I got my washi in there. I've got my flags, page flags. I've got my paper clip. And as I said, no cover. So this is my planner setup for March, my mini Discbound. Again, super chunky. I think I'm going to change up my tabs, but more to come on that. And then, let's see, and then I have this pen, this Com pen. I haven't even undone it yet. Here, let's do this. There. Okay, let me get a scrap piece of paper. Okay, so this is the pen. It doesn't write, it's got a finer point. What is the point on this? Maybe an 05? But it is a good pen because it writes small enough, because again, in your mini, you don't have a whole lot to work with. All right, I don't have a pen holder, but again, if I leave the house or my craft room, then I will put it in a cover. For right now, I want to give my March a quick makeover. So let me grab, and this one isn't, this was the January green. No, I kind of wanted it deeper than that. Let me look at my Tombos. Okay, so here's a few Tombos I pulled. I just want a green. That might be kind of dark, but it might work. That's too blue. All right, let's go with this one. And this. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me take this page out. And this page. I have something here. Okay. Let's go ahead and set this aside. And let's get this started. Okay. What I want to do is I am going to run my, I'm going to give it some color. So I'll kind of speed this section up. Okay, so it's not, you know, a total decoration, but as you can see, this was a really dark color. This was 158. And I was hoping it would not come across on here so dark, but it is. It is what it is. I'm working with it. Again, this is purely to plot and plan my content. So what I'm going to do is I've highlighted the weeks so that I can separate them out. I did highlight the holidays. So we got daylight savings, St. Patrick's Day, spring, equinox. On the side, I just put a few bullet points because I do try and write in like some video ideas and for the, you know, that I want to do for that week. And then I'm ready to rock and roll with this, which is good. I need to plan my March content. So let's get this back in here. And let's see, this has to go, I think, in front of this. So, And as you know, the back of it I had already pre-done. So I'm all ready to go. I am not happy about this color. That will probably bug me a bit, but I'm going to work with it because it's just a calendar that I need to do my content planning on. So, and then as you know, I get into my weeks. So, once I start in my weeks, I do my running to-do list for that week, and then any appointments and things on this side. And then whatever I don't finish, I don't carry it forward. I don't necessarily have the time to rewrite something every week. So all I do, based on the fact that I'm using a weekly, which makes it super easy, is whatever I didn't check off. If I'm in this week, I can go back to this one and just easily see. So if I have a moment during this week, a downtime, 15, 20 minutes, I will look back on the prior weeks to see what wasn't checked off and see if there's anything I can get done during that time frame or that downtime. So that's how I operate my weeks. Now, if I get to the end of the month and there are things that aren't done, I then separate them out between two lists. If it's something I think I can get done in the next month, I carry it forward. If it is not something I think I can get done in that next month, I transfer it to a longer term list. So that's kind of my process. And I like how it works. It's super easy. I get to get down what I need to get down, brain dump it. I can, sketch, notes, reference, whatever on the facing page. And then I'm all ready to go for my videos, my content. I get my tasks done. And I'm good with that. I mean, it really works for me. So this is kind of my go-to planner when I need to do those things. So I think this is dry. As a side note, and maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't, but when I was over here and I was using the ruler with the brush tip, it did kind of bleed down. So that's when I like the ruler because I can get a straighter line, but um, you can tell I did my lines. They're not perfect. They do kind of bug me, but again, I look at this as the overview of what am I doing for the month, and then I jump into my weeks. So that works for me. So I'm not overly worried that it's not perfect. I'm here to plan the content, not worry about my perfect pages. So just as a side note, if you use a ruler and a Tombow, you might get that little bit of bleed through. Just as a side note. If I thought about it long enough, I probably should have used, let me show you a different pen. Okay, so before signing off, I wanted to show you an option for a different pen. Now, granted, it wouldn't give you a highlight, but these Papermate pens, the Papermate Flare, I love them for the straight line. There's two kinds. There's this one, and then there's a fine point. So, any of these supplies that you see that, like the pens and the Tombows, those are all in my Amazon store. It's easy to just click through the store. You can shop by the topic. You can pick up any pen, pencils, planer supplies, crafting supplies that you need. So absolutely, check out that Amazon storefront. But this is another great pen that I probably should have used in place of the Tombow. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to let that go. All right, so there it is. I just want to thank you for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon.